if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert!
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 56.
Now Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. After one, EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Here we go.
Preston. This will be caught by Brown. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Hey, kill. Under. Hey, kill. What is it?
Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Here's Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself. You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 44, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Gun, off 52.
This is Hines. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5 from the 8. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. Now Prescott rolling to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On play action, Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Kill.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We're going to 54.
Here's Pollard again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover. The last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Play action now. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Five by.
Dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Regular.
Wrapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, home.
And again, it's Allen. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Hey, kill! Here we go, go to 54, wide 26.
To throw is Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. A 4th down. They felt compelled to go for it. And he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They run the counter with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Stop.
Cook. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, tight. Alert! Let's get some energy, let's go! Alert! Monday!
Again, it's Cook, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. But this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go, 46.
They're sort of get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
Here we go, 46.
I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
26.
Prescott now. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
There we go. There we go, going to 53. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber,
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So Allen's going to look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
There we go, kill. 26.
4th down, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. All Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Well, now how about this return? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
13!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay,
we
we
go.
got you hemmed in.
Block,
If you're running
block,
the football,
block.
at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Here we go.
Back good plays.
11.
Move on first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here.
Here we go.
The run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running,
second and 10.
21. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the
11.
That last
13.
sack puts Garoppolo, the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think
Well,
in the red
here we
zone,
go.
they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And Samuel caught left side. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
12.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Hey.
On 1st down, Smith. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Hawk 70,
Hawk
70.
Time with them, prior to this game,
70,
I feel like they got
Timberwolves.
a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Gino down to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean
19
that up.
tight, 19 tight.
On those key 3rd down throws.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And
here we go.
Will force a turnover on downs.
Dick.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. After EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Fellas, here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this to his run.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield.
Here we go.
Back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it.
Here we go.
Zone stretcher here because they started to tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him out across. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Taken down at the 42.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here we go, shot.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Lions. Check, hurt.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards there, a big one.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 2, 2, 2.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up
11,
second
11.
down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Hitting Samuel on the slant. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go, here we go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the play to start the drive. Not much sense. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Only gets 3.
2, 2, 2. Hey, alert, alert, alert. Hey, alert.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw, Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ready.
To the air again, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ready, ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready, ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
18, Pioneer.
They snap it to Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Smith. And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd and very short, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 2, Garoppolo. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
I see the surprise in your face there.
Here we go.
Completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And the throw there going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. They got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. When you think about the strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time, great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
That
means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Check smash.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Seven Pirates!
They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 5.
Let's go!
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Myers' kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
12.
Play action. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself
Here we go.
a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when I drop one, I have to remind myself, we have a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first
Here we go. 21.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also
65,
a first
65.
down.
21. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far.
Here we go.
Down. Third quarter,
21,
a tight
21.
football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
Here we go. 21.
Get down the field. It's taking them no time at
21,
all to get
21.
down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
So first down went in the wrong direction.
One,
They're
Omaha.
at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Flag!
Now Garoppolo. And quick throw here, that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. And in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
A lot of
65.
tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. to downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 66. Bullet.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and
Let's go,
about
let's
the
go.
length of the football.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. General, west.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Open man here is Cowboys. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
And
Here
that's
we
well
go.
executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right into the quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all.
Okay,
of course, you got to run
ready?
fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But
Go,
route
go.
running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a
Come on,
really nice
set.
job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
80 weapon. 80 weapon. Jet.
On third and 1, Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 6. Well, they kept it simple
Here we
there,
go.
CD,
Set.
only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Blue dog corners. You're out.
Back to the ground with Hall. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way
Ready,
to
ready.
execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Jet
Ready.
passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Squeeze. Get in there.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Ready. Buzz. Pilot 64.
Now it's Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's with the football here to start the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready. Race don't travel. Race don't travel.
Throwing is Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just
attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second down and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Cowboy 80.
Eckler going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Cougar 19.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And as the offense begins the drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team.
Here we go! Here we
You spend
go!
that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments. Prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the
Recall,
move on
132
first
points.
down. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Got it.
2nd and 4.
High 7. Let's go.
To throw again is Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hiking 18.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
70 range. 70 range. Let go.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
60 Maverick.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake
Let's
it.
go, let's
It
go,
doesn't
let's
work.
go.
And the Jets are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
22 Jet Bomber. 26.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready, go.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Let's go now.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
H3, 2, 18.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. To throw is Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall from 8 yards out. And the Jets are back within a couple of the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide that they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe...
Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine to score the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, They found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same.
Man,
The game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon
61.
copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave it with
Here
a
we
2nd
go.
and 2.
Protein spill. Hurry, hurry.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Set. Let's go.
On first down, Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you
Ready,
blink,
ready, ready.
you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a
66.
moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 66 yards.
Let's go, let's go,
and
let's
the Jets
go.
use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Ready, go.
Wilson going to throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Come on.
The Charger drive about to get going. The
19,
pressure is
Charger,
on now.
19,
They're
go.
being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
18 ready.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 57 yards. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Come on, set.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught by Davis.
All over you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Here we go. Set. General. West. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Down. Bravo. Haywood.
Now Wilson. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. I don't know that those extra yards were worth it right there.
Ready.
Valuable to the fantasy owners. For him and his team, he needed to get out of bounds and preserve time.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Throwing now is Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. James Robinson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Herbert to throw. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Let's go now.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
I so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
For this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.